room, so much extra space. How we doing today, chatters? Ooh, it's a good Friday. Oh, little bridge. Gotta level it out.
Good morning. In less than an hour, aircraft from all around the... No, I'm kidding. Good afternoon. Good evening. How's everybody doing? Drifting Wood says good night. The time, 8:07 p.m. my local time, May 20th, 2022. Good morning, good afternoon, evening, everybody, and welcome to the GMAE show, where we play the games that you make in the Sandbox Game Maker and give you feedback directly. Also, we like to break your stuff. We like to break your games. No technical issues today, Pups Culture says. You know what? Sure hope not. I'm about to throw this computer in a fire. You know what I mean? Like, bro. Sell it to somebody else for like $2,000. You know what I mean? Go get another one. It's crazy. Went to bed at 10 p.m. and woke up at 3:30 a.m. Let's go, Maxi Mac. Yes, good morning.
Oh, deep in there. Let's go.
It's a wild day, Conrad. It's a wild day. Chat. We got some news for you. We're having a good time, having some fun here. It's a chill vibe on this lovely Friday for me. Maybe Saturday,
sunny.
Where you are.
Nice.
It is sunny. It's wild. Imagine seeing the sun in the Pacific Northwest. Joe, your voice sounds different. It probably does, because I'm low and slow right now. I'm not hype. I'm not super loud. All right? That's what we do, web devs. Sometimes you just gotta bring it down. You know what I mean? Just gotta chill out.
Disappointingly enough, I don't sound different. Trying to get it adjusted. I got one of them fancy mic.
Oh yeah.
I haven't played with it enough though.
Chat. It's time to get hype. We got some stuff where we're giving away some sand to people who play in the experience that is unlocked right now in the Sandbox game. You want to go check it out. Which sword do you choose to start your adventure in the big brawl? Equip it and reply to this tweet with a screenshot. Don't forget to fill out the form. 50 winners will be randomly selected to win 200 M Sand tokens. That's on the Polygonmatic network as we get ready for the next level of the Sandbox game. That's a good question, Skyhand 110. I like these questions. These are good questions coming in. Good questions. Check them out whenever you like. Right there at the Sandbox game. We tweeted about this earlier. You can click sandbox-contest.com/3YSUOUD, where the U's are not capitalized. The Y is not capitalized. The other characters are. I imagine that's going to matter. Then, also, there was a decent upgrade to the map at sandbox.game earlier, which is quite interesting. If you have a land and you've been interested in having your logo on your 1x1 land, you can now upload it to the website, sandbox.game/en/beta-map, where you can have your custom logo. I saw people like Andy Ritchie, Becky Latoff here, uploading their custom avatars/logos for their properties. I know Andy had a new Boop Goop logo that got uploaded. What up? Monkeys, Poop, and Rainbows from Lowe's and Fukum right now in the chat. Cody Zine
right.
says, what's
We
up?
got Chris Angel himself in the chat.
Mind freak, dude. This guy's on fire. It was a good costume, by the way. Yeah, earlier today we were sharing a bunch of photos amongst each other of like when we were young, like real young. It was pretty fun. It was pretty fun.
The lovely stream team got to see me without a beard.
Yeah, that's weird. I gotta say, not in a negative way per se, just like weird.
I look like a totally different person.
Just a whole other human. Yeah. And they all got to see me looking like I was I don't know, in like an early 2000s boy band or something. You know? It's wild. Anyway, so that's what we got going on in the news here on this easy Friday. Don't have an update yet and I need to get that loop going again for patch notes. I haven't seen an update for patch notes in a couple of weeks, so I'll probably follow up on that in the coming week to get us some good content for that. And, Conrad, what game are we playing today? Got a lot open.
Well,
a lot open here. I got my Steam open.
Starting off.
Got all the bookings for where we're going for NFT NYC. Stuff's going wild. Darren, morning from Singapore. Good morning. How are you? All right, what do we got, Rat Condad?
I gotta hit that page again to you.
Oh, well. You already know. We gonna open it up. LFG, hype. Hodel Hill.
You're good.
We're gonna see you there. It's gonna be a great time. It's gonna be a great time. I was watching earlier today. I'm gonna shout out Wayward Escapades, because for the first time I joined them on their live stream earlier.
Right.
And they're like the most wholesome, positive human being. Just genuinely wholesome. Yeah, it was wild. They made a cool animation of a frog. They made that frog from scratch. And it was just super good. Just super good, super cool. Go follow them already on on Twitter, Twitch, both. Why not both? Because it was just a great time, great show. They were taking the positive vibes, positive energy, working with it. So yeah, it was a good time.
Right.
Web dev, speculating.
We're gonna be playing Kitty Clamber.
Okay. And what page is it?
7 to 8 here.
7 to 8. All right. That means it's probably on page 14. Just kidding.
It is going to start off with a game jam.
Mm-hmm.
After that, while you're searching for that backspace, ask the AMA. Yesterday mentioned for the future land sales, the interactions with the sandbox will be considered. Will attending streams be included as one of these interactions?
Not at this time, but I cannot answer that yet.
Oh, okay. Right, there's not a lot of details on that one.
No, yeah, like
very, very new.
So. What I can say is that we have some fairly strong connections with Twitch, and may be able to kind of get around the terms and conditions that most people have where they can't simulcast a stream to YouTube, to wherever. And if that is the case, then we could offer something like drops, the way that New World did, that sort of thing. So it's possible, but that is something to just consider and talk about, not guarantee, especially with the nature of the way that we want to run season passes going forward.
Right. ESO doing it better. Yeah, I mean, those are just some examples there of some of the things we want to implement in the future. But Skyhand 110 says, why is the sandbox using Matic when you cannot buy Matic cash in every state? The conversion from ETH is more expensive than Coinbase fees. How come Sandbox didn't just use Solana?
Sure. I'm going to give a Joe answer to this. This is not the Sandbox official answer. Our culture generally, as the Sandbox game, has been a culture that is guided towards decentralization, not centralization. Solana is a platform that, given the right conditions, could be taken down just for no reason. It could just, because they have, 24 central nodes that manage the entire network globally. Not very decentralized. It also makes them vulnerable. You could overload their servers pretty quickly. So contrast that with Polygon Network that is managing over 4,500 different companies at this point, and doing so fairly well, with rapid growth, rapid expansion, innovating left, right, and center in the space. As Layer 2 continues to grow and expand as a concept, which it is a core concept of Ethereum, period. In the long run, it's not meant that a person will be operating on Ethereum natively. You would operate your function on a sidechain and then do the rollup on a regular basis. The transaction volume that is allowed right now on Polygon is higher than ETH natively, and it is continuing to grow and expand. So, yeah, maybe you can't buy it in cash right now, but that doesn't mean that can't happen fairly easily in the future.
Right, and then to add to that, Mike says, blockchain question here. How do blockchain companies make profit as a company itself, particularly the ones that only charge less than a penny for transactions?
Sure, yeah. Well, usually, and this varies, again, based on company, but you have a total allocation of tokens that can exist, whatever that is. You start with an allocation that is dedicated to team, with a lockout period where you say the team won't touch this for a time, whatever that time is, a year, 5 years, whatever. And then you have another allocation that says the team will actively sell this into the market to fund operations over a dedicated period of time. And so when you release your product, you're saying, hey, us locking it up is us betting on ourselves. And what we have unlocked, we are not going to flood the market by selling down into the market with these things. It's true with any company. So you don't necessarily look to take profits. You look to build valuation as a company, and you reward your team members by giving them shares. Pretty straightforward, I think. Yeah.
Right. And along with that, Skyhand110 says, so why not use the Bitcoin Lightning Network?
Bitcoin doesn't have smart contracts.
There you have it. The lack of Vision X over on Twitch. Why not Avalanche with subnets?
Mostly for the same reason. Why not? So Avalanche doesn't really have those same problems, kind of like Cardano doesn't really have those same problems. It is a younger network. Ethereum is proven, and Polygon is the top of the line on Ethereum. We already were Ethereum, so we don't have to modify everything so much by staying on it. It would require significant reconstruction of everything, and new IT professionals, essentially, who understand the differences between the products at their core, which isn't ideal. You wouldn't generally want to hire twice as many staff so that you could manage the transition and then fire all the people that don't know what they're doing anymore, if that makes sense. But that's an operative decision, less so than, I mean, if you're an expert on Avalanche and you can not only say that it's possible, but prove it and do it, then cool. Join us. Maybe it becomes an option. But realistically, you wouldn't turn your company on its head just so that you could change to another network. Especially when, historically speaking, the only two companies that have maintained top 10, or the only two blockchains rather, that have maintained top 10 virtually since their inception are Bitcoin and ETH. So it makes more sense stability-wise to stay on those networks if you can.
Right.
All
This
right.
is a Kitty Land. We're going to be playing Kitty Clamber by Maximac. That'll be a good time.
All right, let's see what we got. Got a little, we're chilling. We got, Kitty Clamber gets to the top. Wait, I got little tinkles, little bells. Collect the cat bells. Bro. I need the cat bells. Ding, ding. Ding, ding, ding. Ding, 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 ding. All right, let's climb. Let's climb.
Stage 1.
No!
As we fall all the way down.
That took not long.
Over on YouTube, Cathartic says, the tokens that were available on the Ethereum network, will they be migrated to the Polygon or not?
Yeah, you can currently bridge those right now if you like. To be clear, this does not include the asset NFTs yet. It will include the lands and the assets at a certain point. But at this time, oh darn it. Yeah, in terms of like sand, you could do that right now. That's what M Sand is. It's just the Matic Polygon network representation of sand. So it's the same ERC20 token at its base, but it is wrapped. Oh darn it! Keep falling off that one kitty cat. The one little kitty cat. Come on, bro. What?
Oh.
What? Boom, 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 boom.
Yell at me.
That's right. Come on, kitty cat. Why don't you grab it?
There might have been some tags popping.
Walk up to the cat like, what up? Can't say that. You can't say that on this stream.
You got this. You can do stage
Dude,
1. Come on.
Literally that exact one cat. The dude was just like, no, I don't feel like it. There's no logical reason for it. Bro.
Backspace has a fantastic suggestion here.
Okay.
He was thinking, they were thinking, we could have a hub that can have a portal that does randomized teleportations to different lands as a mode of transportation, other than just going through the map and using a portal to go to specific experiences.
Yeah.
It's a randomizer for different user experiences.
Sure. That sounds like an interesting idea. Application, I'm not sure. I mean, I finally made it. What?
You made it, and then immediately
I tried to just like walk down, and the character turned around like, nah, dude, I'm out of here, bro.
I recently discovered a website that actually randomizes Twitch users, but only to people who have 0 or 1 viewer.
Nice.
And that's been a lot of fun, going and seeing folks who were just doing that early grind.
Wait, they're here? Julia has tagged Wayward Escapades. If you see Wayward in the chat and you're watching on Twitch, you ought to be following them right now. Go follow them. No! You ever see the finish line? You know what I mean?
I'm glad this isn't a speed run, friend.
I mean, you got to get good if you want to speed run, I guess. I can't do it. It's harder than it looks. You should just be able to climb the cat. It feels like you can just climb the cat, but you can't. You got to be like really, really facing the asset, like up. Oh yeah.
Okay.
Nah.
You put some finesse on that one.
Ah!
And then absolutely.
You know, you got to get good, I guess.
Lost it.
You got to get good, I guess. Yeah, real quick.
Now, MaxiMac did mention that they took some advice from Panda and some criticism.
Yeah, okay.
And implemented it.
What's that?
Joe, those ones aren't even moving. You'll get good at attempt 50. So let's go. Okay, here we go.
Hey, I did it. Yay, give me...
Hopefully, we have a checkpoint.
Hey, what's up? Wizzy was here. Oh, wow. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm not trying to speedrun it, chat. I'm trying to play it. You know what I mean? You gotta just enjoy.
Ice Pilot has a question over here, on Twitch.
What you got?
How will you travel to single plots of land out in the middle of nowhere in the future? Will there be multiple hubs, or will you have to find it and travel from the map? Or will you have to travel from land to land? How will everything be laid out?
The map is going to be the fastest way, but it's your mode of travel is up to you. Ooh, I want that one. Wait, I need this one though, because I got to go get that little bell. No! Hey, there was a respawn, and it says number 2 here. What's up? What
does our little sign there for level 2 say?
Wait! On my way. You can't go down. It just like makes you walk off the thing.
Right.
Okay, stage 2.
Here we go.
Move with the kitty faces to stay on. If you try to move down when holding on, you might lose your grip. Wow. I mean, that's really good explanation. It's accurate, obviously. I mean,
you gotta hang on here because there is a bell.
And I can't move down. Ding, ding, ding.
Got it. Alrighty.
I got the bell.
So how is that? How are we gonna get to those lands out in the middle of nowhere, Joe?
I mean, mostly it's going to be at the. It's going to be the responsibility of the landowner to treat the lands like it is publishing a game or app on the App Store / Google Play Store, right? You can publish things on the store, but if nobody knows that it's there, they're not going to know that it's there, if that makes sense. Oh, hey, what's up?
Oh.
I mean, I want all the bells, so I'm going to just... Bleh.
Right. We want to complete the game.
I do.
As you were saying.
But yeah, when you're a company, a person, an organization, and you're thinking to yourself, okay, I'm gonna go publish on the Google Play Store. Well, you don't just automatically get people to download your game. You have to promote yourself. People have to learn about your product and then learn about where it is. Where can they find it, right? They can go get this URL, that link. And that's going to be true, either way.
Here we go.
Yeah. So
it does say, don't worry about the awkward bells. There's plenty.
I'm gonna get them all.
That is Joe.
I'm gonna Pokemon this real hard.
Right. But yeah, you just make sure to market yourself if your land isn't, in an ideal spot in your opinion.
Yeah, I mean,
always get out there.
There's really no such thing as a land being in the middle of nowhere, because I said it before when I looked at I don't know, 5, 6, 7 land sales ago, when I saw Cyber Dragon and Andy Ritchie bought lands right next to each other. I thought to myself, I would want to be around that. Like, forget what partners are here. The real games are happening on those lands because those are high quality developers. And that's what it's going to come down to is, can you make a good product? And then are you telling people about it? It doesn't matter where you are. You're going to get people who play your experience.
Correct.
Dude, these are like perfectly offset in time. I just have to like keep pacing back and forth. I'm never gonna go get. I'm never gonna get it. I'm never gonna get it.
If you don't have a lot of resources, Backspace does add a randomizing portal. Might fix some of those issues. That would be a fun idea. I'd like to see that implemented.
I would say that the downside to that is that we would also probably need to make sure that the experiences that get randomized to are high quality experiences. Because if we push people to a land that is 4 wolves on a default template for whatever reason, then that's not ideal, I think. So in that light, we do intend on featuring contents. Forget about it, dude. I'm just gonna. Oh, I was close. I was close. Yeah. I just kept pacing back and forth like there's no way. There's no way. Okay. Here, kitty.
Here we go. Here we go.
Oh. Bleh. Bleh. Fletcher Cobb says 4 wolves on the default template is the best kind of game. Well, there you go. There you go.
Not in my opinion.
Oh. Hey. What's up? What's up, little kitty cat? What you doing out here? What you doing? Where you at? Ho ho!
You did it.
Sorry, I was trying to get the bell.
That was close. I know.
Yeah. Just got to take it. Just got to go get it.
Scary.
Scared.
And Bravo, I do remember when, during each one of these alphas, our viewership spike upwards to 1,000.
Oh yeah.
To get you true dedicated viewers throughout the rest of the year as we do your testing. We make sure that your games get up to the higher echelon.
I like
Love it.
I like it. I like it a lot.
I like it a lot.
Yeah. I'm making sounds happen. Bro.
If you can take 4 wolves on a default template and make it a compelling game, I personally will give you an award.
I'm super excited for the person who now makes like the Norse mythology game, and they just title it 4 wolves. You know?
Oh yeah, it has like, become a meme within itself.
Eat your words, Conrad.
You got this. Close.
Why do you gotta go away?
It's gonna be on the second rotation here.
Here we go. Ho ho!
All right, we're getting it. We're getting it.
I'm gonna pop some tags. What's up? You better give me that kitty cat bell, dude. Better give me that bell, dude. Come on. Oh. A little bit freaky right there. All right.
Yeah, almost
what
lost
up?
It.
Give me those bells, bro.
Where's our warning this time?
What are those? Cat's gonna knock you off the cliff, dude. There's no way. There's no way. Can I grab it? Here, kitty. Let's go.
I like the theme here. It's been a lot of fun.
Yeah, this is nice. I like it. Oh no. Oh, get out of my way. Easy.
Alrighty.
Wait, are you just meant to risk it for the biscuit here? You just
die for that one?
You just die for this one. No perfect runs here, bro. No perfect runs here. Wait,
it was coming back. Oh man. All right.
I like
Gotta
the
go
little
back on
kitty
that
cat.
one.
Meow meow. Meow 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 meow. All right.
Right,
Bring it
kitty
over
kitty.
here. Jump across the balls. The kitties here are just a distraction. Oh. Oh.
But can you climb on those kitty cats?
I don't know. Oh yeah. Wait. No.
Oh.
No.
All right. I think you just die for it.
You know what?
I mean, you already have the 30, right?
Yeah, but also, come on, bro.
I feel you.
Come on, bro. Get them all. Got to make sure they all work as well. Let's test the thing. Can we jump on the kitty cat? Up. Mm-hmm.
So you kind of just knocked into it.
Yep. Okay. Proven. Just a distraction. True. Good tooltip. Distraction.
So far, what do you have to say about this one, Joe?
So far, it's fun. A little slow on like this area right here, particularly the way that these balls move. Pretty slow. They're probably slow on purpose so that they can actually carry you and not, break in some.
Oh, okay.
Had to jump off to get it. You got to go get it.
Maxie says they were climbable at one point, but very difficult to stay on.
Yeah, that makes sense. It does make sense. Yeah, I like the fact that you've got the ball theme going on in this area. Ooh! Excuse me. Speed makes a difference to a regular platform for sure. But in this section, there's not necessarily reason to make these platforms have to move. If you want people to jump on the balls, then you could have just put like one more in the middle of this and it would have worked fine in that regard until you get to like maybe here and you have this last one move or something. Just a little kind of intermission off of jumping off of the cats. I get that. I would also say that when you do finish the 30 cat bells, put up another optional quest that like is 100%ing the mission or whatever. I think that would be helpful. Jump! Just kidding. Just kidding. That was a joke. Wait! Wait! No! Okay. That's fine. I expected there to be a checkpoint over there for some reason.
It did make sense.
It's probably the transition of the cat faces. New cats.
Right, right. I was definitely deceived myself, but I thought you were going to go straight for the kitty face.
Yeah, I mean, I was just making a meme. But it turned out there was no checkpoint there, so it's a bad meme.
Now, Maximac, was this kitty face here meant to be... why am I forgetting the word? Were you supposed to be able to go through that one as we just saw Joe do just a moment ago? Or was that supposed to collide with you?
Yeah, they mentioned before that you used to be able to climb those, but they were very unreliable.
Right, right. But does that one?
Oh no, I missed.
Is that one supposed to knock you down? That's the question. What I want to know. Oh, you're gonna miss your jump.
Oh.
Okay, we got it.
Never in doubt. Easy.
Maximac on Twitch, the creator here, does say.
Wait.
Oh.
Wait. What?
Meow. I like the meow.
But what about all the other cats?
They do say, I tested those with collision. The behavior is bad.
Yeah, I would agree. That would be first try. Ice Pilot says, yeah, you're right. You're right. I'm gonna restart this because I was under the
There
impression
were there were
that
kitty cats off
all
in the
of
distance here.
those kitty cats there were something I should be interacting with. Like, do they just exist?
I think it's supposed to be decoration.
I definitely would have had it go from that last cat, excuse me, to like going downward, right? And in the space between the highest highs and the lowest lows here, you're doing like an advanced course in the middle with the spinny cats.
Taking
What?
up your screen there.
Yeah,
Enjoyed
yeah.
that.
That's the
Good
normal
timing.
cat thing. That's a cat thing. They tend to do that, where they're like, "Hey, hey, yo, hey, yo, I'm a cat. What's up?"
Here's the constructive criticism that Panda gave Maxi. When Panda played, she said the space in the background looked a bit too plain, so I just added those in as decoration.
Okay, that does make sense. Darn, but because they happen to be cat faces, they made me think that it's a thing to climb. Like we're climbing all the cat faces, so it made me want to have another tier of difficulty. Dude, can I just grab the? Why was it easy to grab the other ones than these? These are crazy difficult to grab. Not that I guess that's a bad thing. Clearly, it's skill based, and I'm just bad at video games. But the yeah, what the interaction there? It was just like, nah, I don't feel like it. I don't want to. Do 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 do.
Here we go. Now, WebDev
Yes.
says, not because I am here, but because I think TSB should note all the entries on their Google Forms off-season and then consider those users when the next season starts. Good way to sort the loyal from the others. Now, I want to add on. I want to touch this one a little bit.
Sure.
When it comes to things like game jams and the other contests, we don't want to isolate anybody because they don't have the time to show up here for these live streams. Or, for instance, we have a lot of users going back and watching the VODs that can't view and can't interact with us directly, but we do see them on Twitter and we see them interacting the best way they can. And there's really no reason to, sort anybody out. We want it to be as equal as possible. Do you have anything to add there, Joe?
Yeah, yeah. Well, also, I to a certain extent, I would say, like, yeah, sure, we want to, I guess, reward people for having been here for a while. But what about, like, would you think that it would be fair that I give something to Andy Ritchie because Andy Ritchie was here before you? Like
In some worlds, it is fair.
Sure, but why not have Fletcher Cobb on YouTube have the same chance as Andy Ritchie, who's been here for a year longer?
Right.
Why not have Wayward Escapades get featured like earlier today? I see them streaming and I'm like, yeah, let's talk about them. Let's talk about what they are doing, because they're still doing great things. They may have been here less than Alex, right? But Alex shouldn't get a special reward just because Alex has been here per se. I
Right.
like the idea, but also it can't be so overt that it, then just people who've been here longer get all the stuff, because it's just its own problem. We want to be welcoming of new community members, because at the end of the day, they're going to be the ones who are playing the games you are creating. All those new community members are going to, need an equal thank you when they are new, as compared
Right.
to
Ooh, you can get on top of that.
I guess I could just stand on it. Yeah.
And yeah, loyal players will always stay, longer, of course. That's why they're loyal and improve development. But it's just a matter of fairness, and of course, being here does get you in, any of the raffles, and of course, just simply being in the space itself will get you more knowledge, and you'll have that extra edge.
And what you want to do as a platform is encourage new people to come in. It's not a you versus them situation. It is an us and them. And it has to always be that way. We have that as a culture when it comes to other NFT projects as well. We're not competing with somebody else. We are all together in the same space, enjoying the space. It doesn't matter if you've been here for a minute or a year. You should have the same chance, in my opinion, of getting that. And that's especially going to be healthy for the ecosystem in the long run, because you're always going to have that. Like 1 out of 100 people is going to get significantly attached. 1 out of 10 who sees the platform is going to attempt to do, that platform. So when you see a new face, that's the same reason why when people are live streaming at the end of this show and we do that raid, I will prioritize people who've never been raided before, and it makes a difference to that person. That person will now, they're like, wow, I went from having 1 viewer to having 50, 100 immediately. And then you'd never have to raid them again because they're like, thank you for doing that. They get new friends, people get to see their skills or teach them new skills, and they become community leaders in a very short time. So yeah, I'm actually kind of the opposite mindset personally, where I don't like the idea necessarily of rewarding somebody just because they've been here, because somebody who's been here that is creating quality content doesn't need the boost. Ultimately, they're going to have learned the ecosystem. They're going to be teaching the new community members. They're going to be benefiting in a variety of ways, just by being, good friends with everybody.
WebDev does add on to that. I'm not saying eliminate, I'm saying a way of filtering, like they did with the raffle and staked MSAN. Those people literally invested to improve their chances of winning.
And I get it. I'm just saying that there are, as one of the users said, you're basically telling a new user that because they're new, they're disadvantaged when you do that. So, and some people are going to perceive that as exactly the problem that you just mentioned of somebody with money now is advantaged, because some people did and do see that as a thing, that those people who can stake or had lands from back when they were $48 or whatever are disadvantaged to somebody. And they'll look at it now and go like, well, I can't spend $5,000 or $15,000 on a land or whatever. So, they may feel alienated because of that. And so you want to, as much as you can, try to avoid that and just have total neutrality. And yeah, we do reward long-term holders in a variety of ways and things like that, as a thank you. But it can't be so significant that it pushes new users out of the market, basically.
Right, and then backspace over here. Oh, my apologies. Maddox of Furia says, let's talk claiming from the LP. Is there a limit on how often I can claim and compound?
No. If you're willing to pay the fee, no. You can do it as much as you want. Right now, there's like that sort of fake soft cap of the 10 free transactions a week. But, if you don't care about that and you've got enough in there that it makes sense on a cost basis, it's your decision. Do it however much you want.
Alrighty, and now backspace over on YouTube. Would you all consider having a Sandbox World Tour to have a local meetup, or even streaming in a different country for some of the streams? Because now all the meetup is usually in the US.
We are considering that. And this is the first one, sort of, at NFT NYC.
This one was pretty impromptu to get everybody there, right?
Super impromptu. I literally bought the hotel and then went, who's coming? And then everybody was like, me! And then we called in and we're like, hey, we all decided to go. all of us, and they were like, "Oh yeah, we should blow this up." So
Right.
it's gonna. Yeah, that was the order of operations. Me at like 2 a.m. going like, you know what? I felt like spending $8,000 right now. You know what I mean? Like, just screw it. Who cares? Let's go. And because I saw community members in the chat that are like, hey, I want to go to this, and so I'm like, let's go. Let's hang out. And yeah, so you know,
Hillary's over here. You bought the hotel.
Yeah, but I mean, obviously not the whole thing.
There you go.
Yeah, we got the boy, buying a hotel in New York, that would be fairly expensive in Times Square, nonetheless.
I don't think Joe would talk to us with his $100,000 profile picture over here.
Yeah, you know,
Holy pleb.
You know how it is. You guys only have a $100,000 profile picture. I don't know if we can talk about it. I don't know if we could be in the same room. Like, it's not multi-million-dollar PFP. Get out of here. You know.
Not Jackie Chan. They want us to go ahead and add their game to the queue.
All right,
it is on page 6 or 7. Falling to Victory. It is on the queue now, Jackie Chan. I did not see your request, but now it is.
I like this. Picasso. I gotta ask, why do the cats have 3D faces on one side and not on the other?
Do they really?
Yeah. Look.
Let me get a... Oh! Interesting.
No!
Probably because you wanted a flat surface to be able to climb on?
Yeah, but I'm saying, like, why not both sides just be flat?
If anything, the asset was designed first, and then utility was given to it, Joe.
Hmm. That's true. That's a cute little pixel art.
I like it a lot. Oh, goodness.
What?
Yeah, Max, I was reading some of the chat. There are kitty cats on our screens, so chat is having fun with that. Maximax says, yeah, they are 3D on one side, so they can be used in a different experience.
Oh, okay.
And the nose can be stood on. There you
go. Interesting. Dance, dance, dance. Do, 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 do. No!
For shame. Ring the bell.
Speaking of pixels, anyone grab chimpers today? Hodel Hill says in the chat. That's Hodel's voice. That's Hill's voice right there.
Did Hodel Hill save us from Diablo?
Diablo. Belial, the Lord of Terror.
There it is.
Yes.
Oh man. All right, so we're getting through this one a little easier this time around. Now that we got
I feel like
practice.
It's actually slower, but also we'll see when we get to the end. Do 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 do. Seriously,
I don't think that's necessary, Julia. We want everybody to still be human and have their sense of humor.
No!
You know how it works.
I tried to look at chat to figure out what. Oh man. No. Here we go. Here we go. Come on.
Oh, don't poke the bear, Ice Pilot.
Don't do it. Don't. Literally don't do it.
Don't do it.
Don't do
it.
Don't. Stop it. Wait. Is that the right thing to say to Julia? Usually you say don't, and Julia's like, I'm going to do it.
Right.
That doesn't work. It doesn't work. Do 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 do.
Oh no! Look at that.
Boop 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 boop. Nope. Okay, I did it. Joe, are you okay? Bravos. Am I okay? That's a good question.
That's a great question.
Should I have an existential crisis real quick? Okay, feedback right here. This palm tree. It's pretty thick. I don't think that if it was in real life, you could walk through it like this. So what I would suggest, if you want to make it so that I can still go through the leaves, is find an object that is roughly the thickness of the tree. So that when your character walks up to it, you can have a collision box, just make it invisible, and then you bop into it, but you can still walk through the leaves. It's not very significant. This is the end. Jump. I still wish I could jump on the other little kitty cats. How would I flesh this out so that it looks...
We do... Yeah, there's...
Because I feel like there's something to this that needs... You know, just again, I would probably make it so starting here, you have a checkpoint so that we could do you have to intentionally climb down. Because you've seen me, every time I climb down, it's hard. It's very hard, right? So let's make that the last leg of the, challenge or whatever. The race is
right.
Navigating them left to right. They don't have to spin like this or what have you, but navigating them left to right, climbing down, catching another one, and continuing. Wait, what? Is that real, Drakusha? Is that real? Oh. Well, that has nothing to do with the metaverse. But okay. Yeah. I mean, I'll do some research on that. I see your question about NVIDIA's Omniverse, and I will do some research on that, because that sounds to me more like the Folding at Home initiative, where it's crowdsourced computing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Doesn't really seem to have anything to do with that.
All right. So we got the one cat. I like overall the experience is pretty good. But again, I would like to see more challenge as we get down into there. That last section could be the brief, where you got the jingle balls, maybe texturally change those, because I think the balls that you have there have too many faces for what they are. You could make like balls of yarn instead of the balls that you have back there that are actually circular, because it's not terrible, but it's not very optimized for what it is. Balls of yarn are more in theme, and then having another level of challenge that leads you up, under, and through the middle of the cats section here, because there's a lot of airspace where there could be more. However, the timer, keep a target timer of 20 minutes and a speed run timer of oh, that's interesting. People could cheat. Yeah, a speed run timer of 5 minutes probably. Yeah. All right.
Right. The only actual feedback I have is really just, you still have to fill out the space a little bit, in my opinion. You put in the extra kitty cats there, floating in the background.
Mm-hmm.
And you have the extra little cats walking around, but it still feels like there's something missing. I'm not quite sure.
I think I can think of some things. So,
Happy birthday, Skyhand. Don't have too much fun.
Let's say the walls, instead of the walls just having the color blocks that you have on there, why not pictures of chicken and fish or something?
Oh yeah.
Or off in the background, maybe even the bottom center, it's build a large cat house tree thing. If you don't know, now you know. When you look it up, a cat tree there, you don't ever use it, you don't ever climb it necessarily. In fact, you can make it so that when you touch it, it kills you. But that way people don't just go hide in there or potentially break your stuff in some way. But that's because it's going to bring depth to the world. Your world doesn't necessarily have to have a big narrative bit or anything like that.
Right.
But
they do say I had plans for mice, etc., but the time constraint.
Yeah, for the game jam
once
itself.
Once again, for these game jam games, we never mean to criticize for your current version and your time constraints. We definitely understand that. We just are giving you suggestion for when you make that V2.
Right, exactly. Next level. Yeah, when you do have it V2 or you're thinking about maybe moving this into the metaverse, I think thematically it's cute, it's fun. You can definitely see a game like this appealing to someone, right? So it's how do we take it and give it broader appeal? Everybody who likes cats should be able to like this experience. So put everything that cats like in this experience, like, I don't know, a laser that like a cat is chasing or something, you know? Things like that.
Animal says cats with jetpacks zipping around.
I mean, that'd be wild. That'd be wild. If you can do that, why not? You know? Why not? But yeah, it's cool. I like it. Okay. So what do we got next, Conrad?
Oh, righty. Oh, catnip. Yeah, there you go.
You know what we're gonna
do?
You know what?
You're good.
You know what we're gonna do? You know what we're gonna do?
You have something to throw
Do you know what we are going to do? We are going to do this. If you're watching over on youtube.com, twitch.tv, or any of our 4 different Facebook outlets that we stream to concurrently, you can fill out the form in the chat right now to be eligible to win a Wizzy the Green Lucky Hat. Distribution on these hats will be coming through this coming Sunday. So if you've won one within the last roughly couple of weeks, Alex's distribution on that is sending out soon. I just dropped the lid to my drink. Drop on lids. But, catnip. See, 9A7A, catnip. Of course.
Right.
Of course. Yeah, so, I mean, it's just all about building depth and enjoying that. So, yeah, fill out that form if you're interested in winning that Wizzy the Green Lucky Hat. I don't know what the question is. What color shirt am I wearing again? I forgot to change it. So, best of luck.
No.
Best of luck. What color shirt?
You know. Blue today, blue, white. Checkered.
Blue, white.
Put in anything.
Green.
Put in yellow, Chad.
Violet sky. Purple. Hurtful? No. Is it not tracking? Purple? The old that old TikTok trend from like 4 months ago. I could be brown. I could be blue.
I remember it.
You would.
But yeah, on the topic of Omniverse, it is. So I looked a little bit more into it. Oh, you're just sitting here.
Mm-hmm.
It isn't a massive deal for the space that we're creating here, because it does, in fact, it will, in fact, take all of these different digital existences and try and throw them together. It's trying to sum up all of these 3D worlds and put them into one summed virtual experience. But is that going to be interoperable? Is that going to allow you to do what they actually say? It's super important to pay attention to, but right now, to me at least, it feels like a distant dream, realistically.
Okay.
Oh, let me help out our friend. Well, but we will do some more research on that one and give you a more informed opinion.
All right, will do.
That'll be a lot of fun to pay attention to.
I need to do.
Well, have a good night. Yeah, Omniverse is still in beta, says Skyhand.
Anyway, cool. Can't tell what color it is. Julio, just pick one. Pick a color.
And
pretty
any
close.
Color, friends.
It's a human question. That's what we're all about here. All right, marketplace question. Hi guys, long-time watcher, first-time caller. Nice. Where might I find information about the open marketplace for asset creators, gems, etc.? I seem to only find vague info. You're in the right place, Moonrider. It's sort of with intention that it is vague in terms of like tutorials on how to do it, because it's not a generally, it is not a widely accessible option at this time. We are moving all of the assets and lands and all that sort of thing to the Polygon network at this time. Once it gets there, then it's tutorial time, baby. But you can find tutorials for this from Alex Florez, who I think has it over on the YouTube of theirs. If it's not there, then maybe we can ask Panda to pop one out there. Have a good night, Lozen. But basically the process is that you are going to use VoxEdit to export to Marketplace. You are going to have it on step 3 on the Marketplace itself for screening your own assets, not step 4. Then you're going to open it in the Sandbox Game Maker to make sure that you've tested your product and it operates as expected in the Game Maker. Once you have tested it in the Game Maker, then you can go back to step 4, where you can choose the gems and catalysts that you might want to use. And before you can take it to the next level to actually properly mint it, you must then own those gems and catalysts. So gems and catalysts, as they get released in the near future, will have a limited quantity, meaning that a limited quantity of assets will be able to be minted at initial inception for the whole community. There's a set number at this time. That will probably expand over time. But essentially, you've picked your gems and catalysts, you choose to mint, you pay the minting fee, and the process has out. So whatever stats you would like, you are assigning them with those gems and catalysts. Now, depending on which catalyst you choose, you are picking the rarity therein as well. Let's see here. Backspace says, for the staking for gems and catalysts, would it be those who stake more M sand get more chances to get more, or is it just a standard staking amount and everyone gets an equal chance? There is weight to the amount staked, similar to how we used to offer a multiplier for lands based on how many, or a multiplier for staking based on how many lands you had. But again, that is malleable as the process is just starting. So if the community comes out and essentially says, like, it's not fair for this reason or that reason or whatever, then we may adjust it. But we will see how that works.
Alrighty, and our next game is going to be on page 65 to 66. Adventures of Tarba.
All right. So, what's up?
I'm just all over the place.
Oh.
New mic settings, you know?
New mic, who dis? What did you say it was going to be called? Adventures of...
In our title here, Adventures of Harbaugh.
Tarba?
Tarba. Page 66.
Oh. Oh, I thought you said
65 to 66.
Thank you.
That must be my mic once again betraying me.
Oh, it's all good. It's all good. One of these days. There must be a lot of people submitting right now, which makes sense. I don't see it. Was I just blind, chat? Did I? Oh, no. Page 74. Like way back
there
here.
We are, so look at that.
All right. All right, let's get down to it. Can you answer it in Thai? Yes, you can. I don't know about anyone else, but I'm having a hard time hearing Conrad. And then, oh! Is it quiet?
Yeah. New mic, who dis? I'm trying to get it all figured out. My apologies, folks.
Just didn't get it set up earlier. We were going to work on it, and then we had, life doing a thing.
Right.
What's that sound? It's the sound of the beat drop. All right, no one could have survived that. Eep, eep. Wait, why is this beaver talking? Just kidding. Look for a paddle. Well, what's up? I found a paddle. Cool. Oh, treasure. Treasure? I'm gonna ignore the treasure. I wouldn't normally do that. I'm gonna do it. All right, welcome to AOT, designed by TSB, artists created by Life Madem. Story mode, Old McDonald's Farm or Altar Battle. Oh, we got options. Oh.
Okay.
Let's do the story mode. Brave warrior. Are you here to save us? Save you? Began 3 days ago with strange noises. I've played this game before.
Right. So they specifically tagged you
From the temple.
a while ago now because
Yeah.
we had to do all those wonderful retro games.
Yeah.
They said that they'd like to know what else to change. Say, I improved the gameplay environment, added 4 new side quests, a hidden room, new interactions, 5 hidden ducks, and a new ice environment. This is Paul over on Twitter.
Okay.
Or at Life Made Me.
Nice. All right. Strange noises from the temple. Now the water is cursed and village folk have gone missing. Follow the stone path to the temple gate. So we've made it clear that the stone path is leading us to the temple gate. So, is this the temple gate? Because these arrows definitely imply that. But the old man also has a quest. Meet the tale teller. Come back when you have the artifact or water. Okay. Find the artifact. Drag an artifact, climb up the ladder into the tower. And the fireflies have implied that this is where we go. We are leading lines. We are making it Joe-proof. All right, do you have the artifact? Yes. Hey, the door's open. All right. Hey, wait. Oh, that's cool. Okay, I would say right here. This is a little thing, but this, as I tend to do, if I'm looking at an asset and the main portion of its structure is thicker than the character's arm, or as thick as the character's arm, depending on what it is meant to be, I would say that it should have collision on. You shouldn't be able to walk through this lava stone structure or whatnot. Obviously, not a huge deal. Most people probably wouldn't walk through it, but yeah. I love my plants. Oh, look at that. Boop.
Oh.
Get parried. Boop, 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 boop. All right. Puma.
Is that a big cat thing?
Used to be. Get wrecked! Well, it's a spawner for pumas.
Let's find the
Unlimited
switch
power.
somewhere in the walls.
I gotta defeat the temple goblins.
Is that a destructible wall?
It appears to be. Yes.
Okay. I like it.
Yes.
That is very, very gauntlet.
Yeah, that wouldn't have needed the tip, so I appreciate that. Okay. Meow. I'm a cat. Meow. Okay, they
Yeah,
keep
you
spawning,
probably-
but the switch is open. Okay.
You can probably get away from the tooltip from the beaver there.
Yeah, I think like it's cool that you have that, depending on the end user, right? But having the fireflies again being here, and the wall was clearly a different color, and you've got an indicator over it. You've got a lot of
Right.
arrows that are leading me to that, which is great. Okay, so now we made it into the water temple.
I like the idea of the fireflies.
Yeah, it's
Very much so like a not Navi, right?
Sure, yeah. Or you know, how do I get in through and out of here? The fireflies are clearly guiding me to that skeleton now. Now that I've seen him twice, and I know that they've been guiding me along. If I didn't know before, okay, I've got a calculator floating here. You see that? So if that is what you're using to do a function on this gate, like a door, which I assume is what's about to happen when I interact with that skeleton over there, then, okay, here we go. Get out of here. Get the heck out of here. Hey, what's up, bro? What's up, bro? This is your house. Can't believe. Who would beat you up? Oh, floating duck. Found a duck! Look up, find the key. It unlocks the roof. Oh. 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 Oh, wait. Oh, I need to find the key. Tee-hee. I can hear voices. It seems locked. Oh. 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 Oh.
What are those noises you're just making?
Excite.
Okay, okay. This is what you're looking for, folks.
Once again, the fireflies led me, and the previous experience of the icon over the secret. Bop, bop, bop. We got the key. The key unlocked the roof.
Right.
We went to the roof.
Right.
We've now defeated all the cave goblins or whatever. They're you know, chilling. Floating ice. Hey, you over there. Are you all right? Why, yes. Just admiring the sky. Come and join me. Okay. Wait. What? Wait. Ah! I knew it! Deceiver!
Oh! I looked
Look
away
for a
2 seconds.
switch. I just had to switch. What? Okay.
Hit it again?
Yep. All right. Okay. All right. Maybe it's a Nintendo Switch I'm looking for. Just kidding. Okay, I'm gonna go down. I went to the roof. I did the thing. I got the thing. Over there. There was that guy. He had fireflies. I don't need to be here yet, but I will probably at some point need to be here. All right. Free the prisoners. Look for a switch. I don't even know where the prisoners were. Oh. Oh! What's up, bro? Adam.
All right.
Thank you for
We do
saving
have
us.
a question.
Okay.
Oh, go ahead.
No, yeah.
Go ahead, Joe. Well, we can finish up this dialogue option.
How
before we
dare.
move on.
No, you go.
Well, Julio over on YouTube says, I have a question. Will Sandbox always remain 18 plus, or will there be a Roblox type version?
That 18 plus restriction is mostly based on the legal requirements of countries all over the world with regards to cryptocurrency at this time. In that, some of those companies may interpret play to earn mechanics as child labor. So once that changes, once their mindset changes, which generally speaking just takes time, then yeah. All right.
Right. And if you actually note that a game like Roblox does have a few different contentious, I should say, articles about how they operate and like how the people can earn in their in-game environments. So that is something to consider.
I mean, so the okay, in that last room, a couple things that I'm thinking, because you've done really good so far, but I want to keep the good feedback rolling. The rooftop section, when we grab the switch, it looks like you've kind of just skipped the bit that is the next story beat. Also, I shouldn't be able to walk through this pile of stuff here. But when I flicked this switch, the notice still said, like, find the switch. So when you do that, there should be another function that is going to change my quest with, go downstairs or go get the villagers out of the room or something. Because we knew that the room was locked over here, or we may not have known the room was locked, but go down and get the villagers. And
I'll be honest, I didn't even see it. I didn't even see that door. I thought it was just a part of the environment.
So the first time that I came down here, when I played just now and we broke this wall, I tested the door. Door was locked. So we went out, we got the key, you come back. Now we know to open the thing. Now here where it says meet Adam outside, rather than having Adam in this room right now, maybe make it so that we talk to a different NPC that says they have a connection outside that can help them escape or something. And that connection is Adam outside, because Adam is here and there at the same time. So storyline wise, that doesn't work so much for me. Unless Adam was to poof and disappear because Adam's a wizard or something, a rogue. It doesn't, like this is too close to have the same character that far away. But all the other villagers are kind of out here now as well. So, okay, over here, we still need to do something about the cursed water. Find the tale teller by the water well. All right. Water well. The water well is very bright. And that's okay. Oh, I can walk through the character. Wait, I can walk through all of them. Once again, humans are thicker than my arm, so I'd probably make it so I can't just walk through them. People say they hear strange noises from the water well. They call them ghosts of sorrow. Their tears pollute our water. Okay. Defeat the ghosts of sorrow.
We're in the well.
Okay.
Oh, there we go.
So we can go in the well. In order to make that make sense for being able to hop in the well, what I would do is have another object that you use as a collision on, just like we talked about the tree for the last user. You put the object inside the stone parts of the well so that you can jump over it. You hit the front of it, but the well itself doesn't have collision on.
Right, and it seems that the chat is in there. There's a few of us that don't understand the concept of child labor in my eyes. Now, if I say to somebody, play this game and you can earn money, but is that money directly yours? Does it go to your wallet? Unfortunately, it will not, because you are not 18 and you cannot have a wallet. And that's
right, because that is inherently illegal.
Child labor.
Yeah. Right. Now you are tasking a person with a task that, like, they don't. Wait, did I just?
Oh, you just ran him over.
Oh, cool. That was cool.
Now that was cool. But I'm back on topic. Yeah, you are tasking a person with something that they technically cannot earn. So it does turn into child labor at that point.
Yeah.
And even though a game is fun and they can and they can earn and whatnot, it is still child labor because they're not gainfully employed in a way. There's a lot of negatives about that one.
Yeah, if you, I mean, obviously we can debate it till the sun comes up, right? Like it doesn't,
right?
But that doesn't change the way that the law is interpreted. That's all that matters. You know, the sandbox is not going to be able to change the laws in Japan, so or America for that matter, because those laws still would be true here. If somebody wanted to, if a parent wanted to say, my kid has been doing this, my kid has been creating for Joe these arts, and Joe is paying the kid to make those arts unknowingly, them being a child, you know, or like it has different implications than knowingly doing so, but actively knowingly doing so. Now Joe, being in America, is subject to all of the laws of the, you know, and restrictions of those child labor laws. Let's avoid that until the law itself changes.
And yes, of course, you don't need to be 18 to have a bank account, or, you know, for instance, I I worked a job running papers as a 14-year-old myself.
Me too.
But those have been regulated, and those have laws around them
Right.
that are careful to protect the kids involved.
Right.
When it comes to our crypto wallets and whatnot, that hasn't. It's too new. It's too fresh for the majority of these governments to actually have these conversations, whereas they're much more concerned about everything else going on in the world than to try and just instead they could just blanket say you have to be 18 plus in order to have a crypto wallet.
Right.
Done and
right.
done. Right.
Yeah, because sure, like I also did that. I worked a paper route as a kid, but the restrictions are you can't be working more than 2 hours a day. You can't work more than like 15 hours a week. Something like that. And you have a maximum like earnable income without needing special permission written by an adult to do so. So how do you enforce those things when a person is passionate, excited about it, working from home, doing their thing as a kid, being like, yeah, I just made $1,000. Like this kid is going to probably just work their butt off because they're going to be excited about being able to go out and buy like Jordans or something, And so you can't have it be unregulated, wide open, doing whatever they want, and just trust that people are going to do it right. Because then it's the slippery slope going back to, the coal mines in the early 1900s or something, where kids are working 40-hour weeks, and they don't need to be doing that. They need to be getting an education, improving their lives, doing that sort of thing.
Why don't you make more games? It's not a good look. And yes, Chad is definitely on the right track there. Crypto right now does have a lot of misconceptions, and the perception on it is drug cartel money. It's money laundering. It's all sorts of negative things, and
all these things people don't understand. Right. I mean, it's the same thing. Like, I mean, I was in games journalism for a long time, right? And like, I go back to those outlets now, and everybody's like, "Oh, NFTs are bad." It's like, where's the basis behind it? Well, that doesn't matter. Doesn't matter that there's any fact behind it, because right now we have to, as a community, break the perception to get back to the facts. Oops, wait.
Oh,
wait. What?
I like these.
Now I'm very far away.
Now, but...
Yeah, it's cool equipment, but as I was back in that area right there, you could see, hopefully you noticed, that I was trying to climb back up. And in order to get back up, I assumed I could walk up that, it's propped up there. The wood is propped up there. I might make it so that there's not lava here, so that it makes more sense that the wood thing is propped up. But yeah, I would leave the collision on that for sure.
Right. And basically to sum up the conversation on the child labor laws, it really is just a matter of waiting on when these perceptions of the negativity that is within the spaces for crypto change, and when these laws change. We're just going to keep building, and we're going to keep making wonderful spaces. And if even though that this might seem appealing to kids in a lot of ways, we do still have to enforce those laws that are brought on by all these different countries. Mm-hmm. So in our TOS, gotta be 18 plus.
All right. So the Ghosts of Sorrow here, as I was just fighting them, they felt like they should be a little bit more boss-like. You did a couple of waves of enemies, and I like that. I would say that one thing that you could do to take that to another level is to possibly have a few more waves of enemies happening a little more rapidly, and then while the enemies are out there in the waves, you cannot hit the bosses. And maybe when you clear the first true wave, boss on the right is killable. And then when you clear that second true wave, which is more concentrated, then boss on the left is killable. Also, if you want to take it to another level, when you do unlock the boss to be killable, maybe put an object, some kind of magics that are floating around in the space using like the bird function, so that they float around the boss, and when they're floating around the boss, when they get close to you, they're dealing damage to you. That way you have to dodge this thing in order to hit the boss, and it gives you a different kind of mechanic separate from the just like smashing through the waves.
Right. And yeah, it for me in this this boss room alone, so far this experience has been quite fun. Not a lot of complaints really.
Yeah, no,
I
mean,
do something similar.
We're doing really
but,
good things.
I'm a huge fan of elevated platforms. When it comes to boss fights, something to you have that that perceived uphill battle, right?
Sure.
Where you would have to climb up to go get to boss number 2, right? And you have to kill those waves. Is this Donkey Kong now? What was that?
It's doing something. Come buy from us. What do I want to buy? What do I want to buy, bro? Can I wait? Quest. Talk to the chief to unlock this area. Where's the chief at, bro? Is this the chief? Merchant. Okay.
I believe the chief was one of the first NPCs.
Mark. Hey, you. Saw you jumping all over the place. Anyway, those pesky monkeys keep stealing the town's bananas. Was hired to take care of it, but the job is... can you help? Yeah, the little ones are quick. Swords won't work. You have to jump on them. Oh, okay. 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 So I do want to talk to the chief, but... oh, there's a switch. And the door opens. Okay, let's go talk to the chief. You did it! You saved the village. Happy to help. One last thing, the neighboring villages have been facing similar challenges. Please see what you can do for them. Alright, tell them I'm coming. Okay, so straight up, already, this is a more complete experience than we played before. The first time that we played, I remember coming through here, and we get into this area, and then what? Like, it just kept expanding out a little bit that way, I think. Now, it's...
I do remember you doing this one.
Yeah.
It's been a minute.
Yeah,
this is a full world.
Right. Now you've built progression. So let's talk about what that means. This experience, then, now, what you've done, making this expansive, is really good, in my opinion. But we, as a platform right now, don't have save points. So a user might, right now, at this point, go, wow, this is really cool. I'm going to come back to this later. I got to eat, something like that. And they're going to close it, right? Then the... So you know, it's tough because I wouldn't want to keep going. I'm at the end of the show now, right? So I can't save. I can't continue to give feedback, but I don't want to close it. Like, because I can't save, I just want to leave this open until tomorrow. Like, never close the game. And hopefully that works. I don't know if it will. I mean, it will, but yeah.
I mean, chances are it's going to crash eventually, right?
We'll see. We'll see what happens. I'm going to try to just leave it up and open. And that's part of the issues. We've been playing now for 30 minutes. And so when we go back to the actual alpha play, the average user played for like 34 minutes or something a day, and then logged out. Is that because the adventure wasn't compelling enough? Possibly. Is that because they felt like certain tasks might be repetitive? Also possible. You have variety here. It's been interesting and compelling, as I said. So I do want to continue it from this phase. So what's the solution for now?
I don't really think there is a solution. I think it's just continue to build like you have been.
Mhm.
Take those little notes and accept the fact that you're going to have those people dedicated that are going to play through your game longer than usual, longer than the average.
Yeah.
And accept the feedback when they say it's too long.
Right. Well,
And be okay
that's
with that,
the thing
right?
is you can appeal to your market. That's what Conrad's saying here basically. Like you can
Right,
ignore
right.
the noise and say I want to make an experience for somebody who wants to have fun for a couple of hours instead of a couple of minutes. And you're going to get those people. So, with that in mind, if you're building this to publish it on a land that you already have, then you're building a really high quality thing here, and I'm liking where this is going. I like the fact that we just upgraded from fixing the small village to now being able to fix the world at this point in the adventure. That's fantastic. The again, I can't save, so I would have to be that gamer who wants to sit down and play through this longer
Right.
experience, and that's good. That means that you probably wouldn't win an alpha game jam if such a thing was to exist. Because some of the things that we would factor are general user feedback that we have received so far. So when we go back and we look at a Dracula's Castle or something like that that had 34 quests that did take a couple of hours to finish, users complained. Does that matter to a Dracula's Castle creator? No, because they also had lots of users that were excited to complete it. So if you are building it for you and you're building it for your lands, keep going. You're doing great. This is fantastic. I like all the changes. I like the little hints. We got used to these ideas that the fireflies are useful. They're not too overt, but also it's like it's nice. They're in theme. So because you have the fireflies here, I feel like you don't need this giant arrow, but those things are so small. So we'll get to those things. I'm gonna try to leave this up. If I can't, for some reason, leave it up if it crashes or whatever. I'll play it up to this point before we start the show tomorrow so that we can do this again. And we'll do more.
Right.
So, yeah.
MaxiMac does say, does it matter for a game jam? So shorter games are best for game jam experiences?
Not necessarily, no. Like, when I play a game jam game, I just play it for what is this game? I don't play it thinking like, oh, well, if it's short, it's long, it's whatever. That said, sometimes variety wins, right? If you create something
Right.
that is more unique than anything else, it stands out. Like the game we were playing yesterday. That game was addicting. And so that game would probably rate higher than this, despite the fact that it required less effort, only because there's so much of this. This is very well done for what it is. So you have two different possibilities, two different mindsets that you could consider as a developer. You could say, I'm making the fun, fast, addictive game that is going to appeal to a wide audience, or you can do what this user is doing right now, and that is to create a super polished, high quality version of a game that stands out because it's just better than the others, right? So, you've got there's a lot to consider, but really, there's no reason not to create a great game like this. It's just doing something differently. And as a developer, I would say do both. Do all the above. Keep making things, because you're going to, especially if you have just one land, you're going to want to refresh the content that is on that land if you can. Like, roll new things into it regularly and say, it's June, you can play this game here. It's July, you can play the Fruit Drop game or whatever. It's August. If you have such a library of games you've created and you have a limited amount of lands, you can get people to revisit your lands and like you as a developer by having those.
Right. If you can make a shorter game feel like a long game, then that's probably going to get a lot more folks. Make it so the repetition isn't so boring. But as Half Dork does say, not necessarily, in my opinion, so long as it's memorable and fun. And a game like we just played here, it had some memorable moments. It was fun. And also, an NFT, would I say, not a NFT.
Yep. So,
the nifty.
Editorsmanual.com says use a or an before an acronym or abbreviation depending on how it's pronounced instead of how it is written. If it starts with a consonant sound when read aloud, use a. If it starts with a vowel sound, use an. So, could be ANFT. That just sounds kind of weird, though.
When you say ANFT, it sounds like it's part of the acronym
You're right.
itself, right?
You're right. You're right. Throw it out.
Potato.
Potato. Potato.
Boil them, mash them, stick them in a stew. Anyways, we have a forum that I don't think we ever closed.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
I also have my dinner that I made right before the show. I didn't have time to eat.
It's cold now. It's cold. Deal with it.
It is.
Yeah. How many times have I done that? You know what I mean? A non-fungible token and an NFT. You know what?
There you go.
You do you, boo. Whatever you like.
I'm into it. And yeah, Samwise was definitely the true hero. You can't change my mind.
I mean, nobody disagrees with that, so. All right. So I got your winner right here. I almost read their email. Answering what color shirt am I wearing is blue today, which is okay.
I would call it blue.
Yeah. YouTube.com username Hero Killer was number 82 out of 155. And Half Dork says, we've had first giveaway, but what about second giveaway?
There we go.
You right.
Congratulations, Hero Killer. Hopefully you weren't found by the other heroes.
Hey, guess what, chat?
Don't worry, I am here.
Chat, what about second giveaway?
Are we doing that?
Yeah. Oh, it didn't go out to Twitch.
If you stayed late, guess what?
It didn't go out to Twitch.
Guess what?
Hey, you have right now 2 minutes to fill out that form.
2 minutes. In counting.
2 minutes. It's 9:44 p.m. my local time. We're gonna do this.
Did we have any duplicates there on our last form?
Yeah, I left it up way too long, so I cut them out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. Yep. Nobody pray for me. You were not there for me. Yeah.
That was actually too good. Oh no.
Yeah, the arm on my chair did a little squeak.
That's funny. Let's go!
Do you have the dolphin sound from SpongeBob? Do you have that?
I think I do somewhere.
Let's figure it out. Figure it out. Figure it out. We got a good minute left on this form, you know?
I mean...
YouTube me, please. Kwan says. Kwan, we may do that.
Let's go!
How the...
There you go.
Are you? Hello?
Right.
Yeah. Nice day we're having, you know? What time is your stream starting today, Half Dork? That's a good question. What time?
I gotta make sure I don't click on some of these buttons.
9:45 p.m. Yeah, because some of those buttons are like, surprise mother.
Right.
Yeah. He can't do it. Can't do it, chat. He can't push those buttons. They're not good buttons. They're bad buttons. Update your sound console. No.
I mean, eventually.
One of these days. Joe, follow me back on Insta for SpongeBob memes. Wayward. Do I use Instagram? Not really.
I don't.
I'll do it. You won't. I got
Alrighty,
a
Joe, it's been 2
text
minutes.
message.
We got 2 minutes.
Ah!
What do we got?
Ah!
What do we got?
Ah! 86 responses. Somebody got lucky. Somebody got 87. The Google's allowed it to come in. Click generate. Wow. Number 84. That's funny.
Ooh.
So somebody who just snuck in there in the end real quick. 84. Watching from twitter.com right now. Welcome.
Whoa.
That's right. Don't often get Twitter winners.
What?
That's
They
right.
exist?
Somebody who came over to YouTube or Twitch or whatever from Twitter was like, yo, I gotta get this win. All right, I gotta get this win.
Right. I don't post them out on the Twitter because it's
Yeah.
I've only seen issues with bots from Twitter. So
True,
here we go.
true.
Who's our Twitter winner?
All right, over on twitter.com, answering the question, blue again. At _FXGD.
Congratulations, my friend.
Congratulations,
on-
you won.
The mystery surprise giveaway.
Wait, that's illegal, says Bravos NFT Inc. Just
I love
kidding. I like it. Chat, it's been a good time. We're going to go over to twitch.tv/thesandboxgame. We're going to find somebody who is currently, right now, live streaming The Sandbox. We did it again, Conrad. Got to make sure we type in The Sandbox in that bottom left thing.
Oh, I overlooked it.
That's all good. It's all
I
good.
thought about
Currently, looks like
And I overlooked it again.
Pagnolone is streaming The Sandbox right now. So, we're gonna go raid Nate on Twitch. Let's get that beat going.
You know, I'm not quite sure if we'll do an after-hour stream. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Oh no. Now I gotta type it manually because it didn't copy. Raid has been created over on twitch.tv. If you would like to join us and you're watching on YouTube, you're watching on Theta, D Live, Twitter. That is twitch.tv/PANIOLONATE. We'll be raiding right now. Thanks for hanging out with us, everybody. If you're streaming anytime, right? Anytime of the day. I want you to tag me over on Twitter. The Vision EX. More than happy to jump in, hang out with you, have some fun, share it up, get your following pumped up. Let's get you to ambassador, partner, whatever. Like, let's just take it to another level for you. All right, let's raid right now. See you later, Twitch. See you, nerds. That's a term of endearment, though, for real. We like you. We like you. Bop. They're out of here. All right. Twitter, DLive, Facebook, Theta, YouTube. You guys are all cool. You know? See you tomorrow.
Goodbye, everybody.